So yeah guys, this is the gold analysis that we have, and allow me to turn Dominic just to watch with us. And if you watch closely what we had last week, and we had a beautiful analysis last week, and we were waiting for that shot to happen, which beautifully happened after touching the trend line 3 times, as you can see over here. 1, 2, 3. That was a beautiful third touch. At first our line was touching the wicks, as you can see over here. We had the wicks touch, which the market came slightly below it, so we adjusted our trend line down to touch the bodies of the candlestick formations. So we had a beautiful short position. This is the daily chart. So the daily chart, this was on Thursday and Friday. We had a beautiful close which engulfed the previous candlesticks, 1, 2, and almost engulfed the third candlestick, so showing that we had a very strong bearish momentum, followed by a shooting star formation which came back up to retest our MAs and that beautiful red candlestick that we had yesterday, which sort of formed a pin bar formation. And why did it do that? If we look closely, I covered in our video last week, and I'm sure I've shown a bit of it in the video. We came and found resistance along this level, which I covered in the video on our Telegram, which has been a major resistance level for some time. We can see within this channel we had the first bounce, second bounce. There's likelihood that we might have another third bounce. So we are still waiting for the market to spike upper levels, maybe even touch 1310, between 1308 and 1310 before we get that strong downward momentum and we enter the market to go short. If we look back into history and what happened when we had the bull run, is that we came and found consolidation over here for a very long time. This is the daily chart. We had about 10 or more candlesticks of indecision. The market didn't have direction. Then we had that beautiful bullish engulfing which broke to the upside and went all the way to 1340. We had that beautiful downward momentum, came and found resistance at this level yet again at 1285, 1280 region, came back up, and now we had that beautiful downward momentum, found resistance yet again, 1285, capped this level beautifully, and now we might see sort of another consolidation around this region. And if I get rid of this, just to make it clear, you see we had this beautiful spike closing as a pin bar formation. This shows that this level is a very strong liquidity level, and there are many orders at this level, this region around here. So just having that clear analysis of what is going on, we might see another consolidation around here, and maybe if I draw it, we might see some consolidation around here. We're not sure for how long before we have that strong move towards 1265, which is our ultimate target region. That's what we're waiting to hit before we change our bias, before we have that long and strong momentum to the upside. So if we go down to our 4-hour charts, so according to the 4-hour chart, when we had this beautiful downward momentum, which we're currently riding this short position, we got a beautiful entry above here. Our stops moved past break even. We are currently running this trade as a risk-free trade. We had a beautiful move to the downside, so that gave us a good confirmation that the strength to the downside is really strong. We also had a good confirmation that we could have entered long. We could have entered short yet again once we broke this region. As you can see, I've highlighted it in red. So we had this beautiful downward momentum. The market with this candlestick with the 4-hour chart, we came up back almost retesting 1300, and we had that. It was another good entry to go short yet again. Beautiful short. We were capped by 1290, had this consolidation yet again, as I've shown in the screen, and we had again a beautiful momentum to the downside, being capped by same region, 1285, 1283 level to be exact. Came back all the way back up to 1290, and during the Asian session, Tokyo session today morning, we had that beautiful downward momentum, yet again being capped by this region between 1283 and 1285. So what's the ultimate goal of this? We are still yet to, for now we're mainly watching the candlestick formations. We already had that beautiful downward momentum, so we know that the market might garner that momentum all the way down to 1270, 1265 region. But for now we're watching candlestick formation closely, giving us that beautiful entries yet again, maybe to go short, to go long at the same time on an intraday basis. But that's basically what we have on gold. Right now we're just watching the MAs that you can see over here. are capping this level. You can see when we came back down, we were capped over here by the MA, came down, we were capped again by the MA. So we're not really looking for long positions on this pair at the moment. We're just looking for those short positions. So candlestick formations are really key, and with the last few candlesticks, we've had beautiful almost Marubozu candlesticks to the downside. So momentum is still strong to the downside. If we're able to break 1283, 1285 region, 1280 mark also, we might have that break to the downside, have a beautiful retest, because the market has been moving so strong to the downside. We might have a strong retest to 1283, 1280, then have that beautiful finish down to 1265, 1270. At most, if you go maybe 1250, we're yet to see what the market will show. So that's basically what I have on gold, and maybe you can go down to Aussie dollar.